Time now for Sid 6-0. This is where I get 60 seconds to talk about anything. Start the clock, please. Here's what's on my mind this morning. It's over. Stanley Cup Final is done. Breaks my heart to say it. That's the situation we find ourselves in. Montreal's down 3-0 to the defending Stanley Cup champions. Game 4 tonight, Sportsnet and the CBC. This thing's finished. And keep in mind, I'm never wrong. Only once in the history of the National Hockey League has a team come back from 3-0 down to win the Stanley Cup Final. Leafs did it back in 1942. Other than that, it's never happened. So sorry, Montreal fans, it's over. But there is one positive we can take from the series. It's this. People together enjoying a Habs game in the streets of downtown Montreal. I don't know about you, but this visual, considering what the last 16 months have been like, makes my heart smile. And yes, I do have a heart. The Canadians are going to lose this series. No shame in that. But we've also been reminded that during this loss, some of life's simple pleasures are coming back, and that's a win for all of us. Jeff Marek of Sportsnet joining us now. I'm trying to find the positive here, Jeff. Sometimes it's hard for me, as you know. What other positives can you glean from the Stanley Cup Final for the Habs?
First of all, that is a very unique way to sell a game tonight. So on behalf of everyone at Sportsnet, we thank you for that.
No
She's like, this thing is done. Why don't you just stay home and sort out your sock drawer? I don't know why you'd want to waste your time watching a hockey game on a Monday night when your family's right there. Yeah, there are some positives. First of all, does it seem weird to you, Sid, that there's like a bajillion Montreal Canadian fans outside the rink and none of them are allowed inside? Well, outside of 3,500.
Well,
sort of seems unique when they cut to the outside shot, don't they?
Well, we're going to talk to Dr. Chagla coming up later on here on Breakfast Television. I think it's a valid question because you and I both saw the same pictures of patios which were spaced out in Montreal, and right behind them over the fence was like 30,000 people packed like sardines.
The oxygen is different there.
It's different. Yeah, the oxygen, patio oxygen is different from regular oxygen, as we know.
You know what, though? You're right. Like, you're starting to see some normalcy come back. Like, you talk to anyone who actually goes to these games, and there's just such a feeling of how I missed this. Like, I remember when I went to one game this year. I went to one game. It was a Montreal-Vancouver game for Hockey Night in Canada that I was working rinkside. And you know what I missed? And I've taken it for granted my whole life, and I never will again. The sound of the puck hitting the glass. Like, you know, when you walk in the rink, it's almost like a calling. Like, you walk in the rink, and you're not near the rink yet, but you can hear pucks hitting the glass, and it's almost like, oh, yeah, that's where the hockey is. I missed that sound. Like, I missed all of that. And you talk to anyone that's gone to any of these games in Montreal, and they'll tell you how much of the small things they missed. The smell of the popcorn and the hot dogs, you know, the excitement of a big play, a big hit, a big goal, a big whatever. That's all starting to come back now, and people are excited about gathering. And I'll tell you what, I was always wondering about that through this entire pandemic. Would we have pandemic fear and not go to shows, not go to sporting events, not go to concerts? It seems as if the jury is in and it says, yeah, we can't wait to get back.
Yeah, I'm slowly. I mean, I don't think my wife is there, but I'm getting there. You know, I'm double vaxxed as of 2 weeks tomorrow. You know, I'm starting to get that feeling. You know, you're hearing rumblings with the Jays and TFC and
getting that soap and warm water feeling about going. I know. I think a lot of people are.
I can't wait to pay $16 for a beer again. I'm thoroughly looking forward to that at Rogers Center. Really.
Carefree halcyon days where you walked in the rink and they turned you upside down and shook all the money out of your jeans and then you scurried off at the end of that. Yeah, we missed that, don't we?
Pay extra for this average beer. Jeff Marek, yes or no quickly, is there a game 5 in this series? Yes or no?
I can't see it. Tampa plays too
amazing.
Like, you know what? If you're a Montreal Canadiens fan, just watch Frank and the Dogs. Just watch Frank and the Dogs, man. Feel good about
ladies and
yourself
gentlemen,
on
Jeff
Monday.
Marek with the segue. That's a pro. Jeff Marek of Sportsnet. Thanks, brother. Always appreciate you.
See you, Sid.
Because Jeff is doing my job for me because I'm terrible. Yes, coming up after the break. Frank Ferragini back at the Humane Society. Bossy, right? That was the name of the dog? Bossy? We'll have more from Bossy. I'm sure there's other animals, but Bossy's stealing the show. More adorable moments like this with Frank and a dog. Next, you're watching BT.
Push.